budgeting shit. Like, this is actually how much you can actually save if you don't do drugs and alcohol. And I'm like, that's why I set money aside.
I saved that money. I'm already budgeted for that stuff.
Hey guys, welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, welcome back.
So we didn't do a podcast last week.
No.
We're doing a podcast
we
this
did.
week.
We did. It just came out.
Oh, wait, yeah, whatever. We're doing weird shit.
This is our second episode back after our long break.
We talked about last episode. We talked about I don't know what episode it's going to be because is it going to go
Last episode?
Is it going to go in order? How we're going to do this?
Yeah, of course.
Why
would we go out of order?
Nothing.
Well, I don't know. Some people go out of order. So we're trying to film some shit and get.
We're not that big brained. Okay? We're not going to be like, all right, we're going to put this one out in the third week of March, and the next 3 that we do, we're actually going to do 2 weeks earlier before that one. So we're going to have to plan for this.
But that sounds right.
It's a sequel. We got sequels coming.
Mm-hmm.
How did they know that it's episode 666 and then they put it out when it's episode 666?
Because
Did they plan for it?
they already have 662, 663, 664, 665 recorded. Then they record the next one, and then it's a special episode.
So then you know, we used to have the TV over here. See the difference? So now the TV is here, and I can actually look at myself. But there is a little lag.
That's your favorite thing to do, Joey.
There's a little lag in it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know,
it will be.
talking to Joey is like talking to a drunk redhead. You're never gonna win.
I don't.
And you're never
understand.
gonna understand.
I don't
what
get
they're
that
saying.
reference.
I don't
to be
get it
honest.
either.
I do.
I
have
see what
no
you're
idea.
saying. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I get it.
I've never talked to a drunk redhead. I guess.
I have.
Is that supposed to be like?
We have a friend.
Well, I mean, Kyle's always right. So, Kyle.
I mean, yeah. Unless it had to
Like,
do with
Kyle
NHL,
doesn't-
and then he was always wrong.
Kyle doesn't talk unless he knows that he is either 100% correct or
Or it's hilarious and
Or-
he knows he's going to get a laugh.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
But not every redhead is like that, or are they?
No, just the
No, I
ones
doubt
know.
that. I doubt that. He's special.
Just the special ones.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That shit, yeah. But anyways, like I was saying, we were off last week. Not the week
No.
prior.
Week. Last episode
weekend.
that came out last week.
Last week.
My point being,
Yeah.
Well, anyways, they didn't fucking.
So
At one of these days, we didn't do a podcast, and
we're
I stayed at home and I got drunk, and I started ordering, One Piece cartoon
anime.
movies
Anime.
off Amazon.
Pleb.
Dude, it makes it so convenient.
No. How did you order them on Amazon? Because this is one of my biggest gripes with Amazon right now.
I literally went there. It was like $5.99. I was like, play, and they were like, as soon as you hit play, you have 7 days to watch this. And I'm like, 7 days.
The ring.
I said, all right. Where's that fucking horse that falls off the end of the boat?
You did it on your TV or your phone?
Fire Stick. I mean, I watched
Fire
it.
Stick.
Yeah.
Amazon Fire Stick.
Yeah.
So on the Amazon app on Google TV, right, for my Sony TV and even my Samsung TV, go to get a movie, right, on Amazon Prime Video.
All right.
It used to be easy. Boom. Buy the movie. Rent the movie right there. Nope. Guess what it does now?
I don't know.
It sends me to my damn phone. It sends you to the website. I have to log in like into Amazon.com.
I have an extra Fire Stick. Do you want it?
No, I only have Chromecast and Google stuff at my house. Well, other than
that's
the
your
local
problem.
home assistant stuff. But I bought into the Google ecosystem. I have a Google. I have an Android-based phone. I have Android TV. I have Chromecast. All of that.
Yeah,
So-
but you combine all your shit into one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do that. When I watch TV, I watch Fire Stick. When I'm on my phone, I'm on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
When I want to pair the only thing that's paired is my Bluetooth speaker that Javal got me, and my TV. That's the only thing two things that are paired.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
soundbar.
I can throw stuff from my phone onto any TV in the house, to little displays that I have.
Yeah.
To another phone
me.
if I really wanted to.
Yeah, but you're a nerd.
But yeah, I mean, I'm into this stuff. I set it up this way.
You get,
Actually, I'm
but
on
you
the
get
lookout.
joy. You get joy out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're like you like
It
tinkering.
sounds easier.
Well,
it
no.
sounds simple.
So I got some new smart switches, right? So essentially
explain
what I did,
like what are the smart switches? Are they like light switches?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they're light switches. So essentially what I did was I got this free trial of this this network monitoring platform called Offit. They run these promotions where they're like, we'll send you free this, like those nanoleaf like lights that you see on like streamers and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, they sent me this $500 router for free by signing up and like answering questions and doing this trial. And I didn't continue paying for it, so they sent me one anyways. Well, it was shipped by Best Buy. So what they did was they told Best Buy, they ordered it on Best Buy's website essentially and shipped it to my house.
Okay.
So I got it and I went, well, fuck, all right. Took it to Best Buy.
What keeps falling?
I don't know.
Is that
was
you?
A beer, I think.
I don't know, I kicked over your beer or something.
But
I don't know.
he's bowling down there.
That's why that one was left over there.
That's a
Because he
little
kicked it.
You got a midget underneath the table.
So I took that sealed box to Best Buy and said, I want to return this for store credit. And they went, okay. So then I got a $200 wireless router instead. And then I got a bunch of smart switches and some other stuff from Best Buy, all from just trialing this thing.
But I mean, like the smart switches, are they touch screens and shit?
No,
No, they're not.
they're just like a regular switch. They're not even,
By
I'm
your
not even a
phone,
big
right?
fan of them.
You can
Yeah.
control it through your phone.
Yep. So I added it to Home Assistant. It's wireless, right? So it connects to the wireless network.
But you can turn it on when you're not home.
Yeah.
Mm.
I have automations.
Is it worth it?
Yes. I have automations that run. It's for my garage.
Oh,
right?
is it?
So
Yeah.
when
my garage door
goes up.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke. My garage door, it's I don't know. It has a Q, like
My
a
Q.
Q. What? Yeah,
My Q.
Whatever.
I know I have one too.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
When I bought the house, that's what it was.
Yeah, you can hook it up to the MyQ account. You
Can
can
I-
open and close your garage door from your phone.
You got to come over and show me. I don't know how to fucking do
It's,
this.
yeah. They also
Do you have to
make
pay for
little
IQ?
sensors. So they have like a subscription thing, but you don't have to actually pay for it. Not for like that kind of stuff. But they have a little sensor that goes on the garage door too to tell if it's up or down.
I don't know.
And then the MyQ actually just tells the garage door opener to engage, whether it's up, whether it's down. It doesn't know. The sensor lets you know if it's up or down because it's either vertical or it's horizontal.
Right.
So, but when my MyQ says that it's, opening or closing or whatever, then I can turn the light on or I can turn the light off.
Right.
If the sun's up, the light doesn't go on unless the garage door is closed. Right? Because if the garage door is open and the sun's up, what do you need the garage light on
Right.
for? So you have that. And
Nerd.
At midnight, turns off. So I can't forget to turn my garage light off.
I mean, I'm all for like the new technology and everything, and it sounds cool. The only thing I'm worried about with the smart switches is somebody hacking into your Wi-Fi account and controlling things that's going on in your house, like your alarm system and stuff like that.
So I'm not a big fan of that either. I'm moving away from the Nest stuff, which is cloud-based, all to local only. So what that means is
I forgot my hat. Son of a bitch.
First time you seen him without his hat.
Look at that.
Look at his hair.
What's wrong with my haircut?
No, it's nice. He got a nice little haircut because it's normally all over the place. He got it cut low and
I
trimmed.
forgot my fucking hair.
You're gonna shame him into going and getting a hat.
But look,
quick.
he got that curve though. You see that curve?
No, I haven't had a haircut in like 2 weeks.
His hairline curves.
My widow's peak. Go
Yeah,
ahead. I'm sorry.
That's that Pee Wee Herman haircut.
Fucking
So
pissing me
anyways,
off.
Anyways,
it.
everything, all of my smart gear sits on my local network, right? I have a firewall that prevents intrusions and stuff like that. It helps against, but nothing talks outside, right? Even my cameras that I have, they're blocked from touching the internet. All of my smart home stuff is on its own little network. They're all blocked from touching the internet. So if it can't touch the internet,
You're not going to get hacked.
well, you're probably not going to. There's ways around things. I mean, you can technically like.
I think we're turning into a tech podcast.
If I have anything to say about it,
I know.
we're gonna have segments, man.
Nerd. No, I have
anyways.
Vivint. And what pisses me off about Vivint is they just came out with a new line of shit. So I have to call them and ask because I forget what our contract is, but I think it's like any new upgrade they get, we get.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if it has to be broken or not.
Uh-huh.
So they came out with this it's like the second gen outdoor camera, which is what we have in the backyard. And then from that camera, there's a spotlight.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like LED, like fucking supposed to be, bright as
High
fuck.
lumen,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I called. I was on the phone for this was last week when I was drunk by myself ordering shit off of fucking Amazon.
Yeah, on your customer service, like talking to
It was midnight.
customer service for your cameras.
Midnight.
24/7. You're
So
gonna hate it.
So I'm talking to this guy and I'm like, yeah, so I'm looking at this light and I really want to get it. Is it compatible with our first gen? He's like, no. And I'm like, how can we get the second gen? And how much is it going? $900 for just the camera.
Yeah.
And then another $300 or $400 for the light.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the fuck, dude? And he's like, yeah, it's only going to be like $50-$60 or no, $120 a month for 5 months. I'm like, fuck that, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't doing that.
Shit's expensive. I got all of my cameras cheap. So
I ain't doing all that. Fuck that.
Yeah, I got Ring cameras. They all Wi-Fi. They all work from my phone.
they all talk to the cloud.
They all talk. Good picture.
Well,
You guys ever watch One Piece
tell you
though?
what.
I mean, like for real though.
No, I love.
He's wearing an Avatar shirt, and I asked him if he ever seen it. He said no.
No.
The Last Airbender.
It looked cool, so I bought it.
Oh, Amazon. Yes. I have to buy movies from the actual Amazon.com website. I have to go find the movie and then hit rent or buy there, and then I can actually access.
Do
it.
they still have Redbox?
Redbox is still a thing
still got
at like
Redbox.
Walgreens and Rite Aid and stuff.
I
They got free
wonder.
movies on there too.
Yeah, I mean, do you remember when Redbox first came out and everybody had all the codes?
No, I wasn't that cool.
No, they were all over the internet. You can go and it was like movie night, and you type it in.
Oh
and
yeah,
then you
yeah,
get a free
yeah,
rental,
yeah.
and then you'd take it back, and then you'd enter another code, and you get like 10 free rentals, and then you would switch out a card. You'd change out to a different card because it would be tied to that card, and then you would put it in and use them again. I switched bank accounts like 3 times because
This fucking guy.
I was
bet you did.
I was broke and I needed movies. All right.
No, man. I just remember like Blockbuster went out, and I remember there was a Blockbuster box over on 5 Points where Southway and Raft meet.
Navarre.
Yeah. What happened to that? I mean, I just don't see these things.
There's
anymore.
only one Blockbuster left in the world.
Yeah,
Know that.
Where is it? Like
they did an
Indiana
episode
or
on
something
Family
like
Guy. I just watched that episode on Family Guy. That was pretty good.
Online streaming took over. There's no point in going to Blockbuster no more.
Blockbuster had the ability to buy Netflix, and they said no. And then they went 5 years later. Uh-oh.
Yeah, they should have, man.
Right.
I mean,
But could you imagine how different Netflix would be if Blockbuster it wouldn't be black and red. It would be fucking yellow and blue.
right. Well, I mean, look at how jacked up that whole system was to begin with, right? You had GameFly and stuff, right? GameFly, or I think there was another one before that, but you could rent games and they come over through the mail, and then you take your PS2.
Well, that's how
Netflix
Netflix first started.
That's what their business model was we sent you the DVD and then you send it back, or whatever.
Right.
Well, that's a huge risk because I mean, yeah, if they keep it and then they do it on like a prepaid card, it's gone. You're not going to recoup that money, right? They get it, they burn it, and whatever. It's the same thing as like Blockbuster too, but Blockbuster, you didn't think too much about getting a VHS and copying it so you can keep watching it. It's like, oh, the rental's got to go back, so rewind it and take it back. Right. Same thing with the DVDs. You weren't like trying to rip the DVDs. So
Right. Yeah.
it wasn't like,
I mean, people did it though.
I mean, absolutely people did it, but it wasn't like rampant.
Yeah.
Because if it was rampant, then people would stop renting and all of that.
But what's crazy is like, would Blockbuster have the knowledge or capability to make Netflix the way that it is now?
Well, here's the thing.
You know what I mean?
They wouldn't have like taken out all of their developers and leadership and stuff. They would have just owned it, and then they would have just pocketed
Ran-
all the
yeah.
money, right?
I don't know. I mean,
Look at YouTube and Google, right? YouTube ran for a few years. Google bought them. It's
still the same thing.
They still have the same people who made
to
it
have that fucking
working
money.
Actually, the CEO of YouTube just resigned, and she was there since the start, since like Garage Days or something like that.
That's weird.
Not in the CEO role, but in some type of role. Crazy.
We need to figure some shit out, dude.
Well, Rob and I had some really good ideas.
Oh, it
we
ain't hard
were
to
sitting
figure
there.
something out. Put your money together.
Yeah, it's
Nobody wants
the
to do that,
prototyping and figuring out the logistics and everything. Like,
Right.
we figured out some really cool stuff with like registers, right? With your floor registers in your house for your HVAC, right? If you could put some like Arduino based like little thing that would open and close them automatically, that would save you so much time, because then you could just be like, turn the upstairs off, leave the downstairs, and then you're controlling your airflow in your house, right?
Do they have those now?
Yeah, they came out with them. So no, we were
Fuck!
talking about them forever.
Son
right?
of a bitch.
Rob and I talked about them for like years, and we're like, we got to figure out like how to prototype stuff, how to like patent and trademark and blah 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 blah. And then we sat down. We were watching, because we lived together at the time at the apartment. Sat down to watch Shark Tank, and then some motherfucker on Shark Tank, he's like, smart registers, and we're like,
ta-da, $9,000 for one.
like, no, they were expensive. They were way more than what we were going to make them for. They were like $130 or something. And they already had like $1 million in profits. Every now and then I looked them up to see how they were doing. They tanked bad.
What?
They shit the bed so hard.
Yeah, because people probably don't understand it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that technology wasn't in its prime. Now, with a technology like that, is probably better now than, you know.
I mean, it's perfect for somebody like me that doesn't want to rip apart ceilings and walls.
I
to
literally just did that.
To put in the smart dampers, right? So if you can control it at the register, it's not going to do it.
But you're still,
it'll help.
But you're still, you are losing heat, because once it goes into that duct, so you have your main duct, and then once it goes out of that main duct into, you know, a off duct, you're still losing that heat.
I mean, it's not about the loss. You're not losing that much. It's about not heating or cooling a room that nobody's in. Right. So one of my next steps is to get presence detection in all of my rooms.
Yeah.
There's a really awesome YouTuber who actually created this like all-in-one. It's a motion sensor, a PIR, millimeter wave, like all of this stuff that's like super crazy. It also you can add like humidity sensors, temperature sensors, all of that. Leave it in a room.
This is the YouTube shit that you're watching?
Yeah.
I'm watching like how to build cabins and tiny homes and how to redo your bathroom for cheap.
Watching cartoons, not learning nothing.
Yeah. When I'm not watching anime or Discovery's Gold Rush, I'm watching MTV's Challenge, because that just ended.
I don't know what that is.
You never watched MTV's The Challenge?
I've been watching Jeremy Clarkson.
Jeremy Clarkson.
Farm.
Top Gear.
Are you saying?
Yeah, from Farm. His farm.
Oh, his farm.
Have you guys watched it?
No.
Funny as fuck, dude.
I watched like 4 things on TV. Mandalorian's coming back.
Rachel watches it. I don't watch it. I'm not a big Star Wars guy. I mean, I am, but like...
Why do you hate Grogu? Why do you hate small Yoda-looking...
I don't know what that is.
I know, because you haven't watched it.
Yeah.
You need to watch it, and you're going to be like,
bloop.
Aw.
Doesn't he push a button or something like that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Get in the comments.
Look, we were...
Get him...
So...
Tell him to watch The Mandalorian.
We were moving some shit from Rachel's parents' house to the new house. And I'm sitting there while they're moving shit or whatever, and I hear a bike start up, and I'm like, someone has a bike, and I fucking run out to the street.
Wait, did you say you were sitting there while they were moving stuff?
Fuck yeah.
You just kicked back with the beers, like, you're doing great.
Yeah, I'm gonna let my pregnant wife move all the furniture.
No, not Rachel wasn't doing shit either. What do you mean?
Go ahead, get at it, girl.
Does it look like I lift shit?
Yeah, you get that couch over there.
We're gonna make that baby strong before it comes out. That baby's gonna be a bodybuilder.
You're a bodybuilder. I don't know.
I can't tell if that was an insult or a compliment.
So we did last
Say you're swole.
last episode we mentioned something about AI.
Yeah, ChatGPT.
Yeah. So I think.
Oh, new revelation with ChatGPT, by the way. Bing put in like $10 billion into them and is combining ChatGPT into Bing search. It's in beta right now, and it's going to revolutionize search. Google is and should be very scared right now.
You think?
Yes, because if it all goes well and Google's tanks like it has kind of looked like it's going to.
So you're saying put money in the Bing?
We're like 5. It's not a bad idea, but I'm not in any place to give anybody type of investment or money advice. So let's just go ahead and put that disclaimer out. I'm not a financial advisor. That's what Wall Street Bet says. So anyways, it will take less than 5 years to go, yeah, I Googled that, or just Google that, to just Bing it, because Microsoft's been trying for like 15 years to change it from Googling to Binging.
Right.
And
Bang.
if this takes off,
Bing.
we will
Bing.
be
Bing.
talking about Binging it,
Bing.
because
Bing.
that's how good it is.
Bing.
Yeah, Microsoft
They'll
Bing.
probably
I say doing, not doing.
Doing.
What are you doing?
Doing.
My buddy Pat, he was like, "Why you say what are you doing instead of what are you doing?"
All of you Ohio people speak weird, so
I guess girls don't say butthole with
What?
T's. They don't say butthole. They say
you Ohioans
butthole.
drop
What do they say?
T's.
Butthole.
If there's
Butthole.
double T's in Ohio, you guys
Yeah.
don't use them.
Butthole. We don't say Canton. We say Canton.
Yeah, you say Canton.
Canton.
Yeah, you say
Canton.
Canton. There's like a Y and an I in it. Canton.
Canton.
It's like Wisconsin-ish. It's weird, and it's Canton.
I don't know.
Okay,
Should've
what
stayed
are
in
the things
school.
on your shirt to attach your shirt?
Button.
Now say it like you normally say it.
Button.
Button.
Right, yeah.
What's wrong with your button, dude?
Yeah, a button.
That's
What's a baby cat called?
Cat or kitten?
A kitten.
I say kitten.
Yeah,
Kitten.
it's a kitten.
That's that laziness.
I mean, most people don't actually go hard on it, but
I say kitty.
what people around here say is kitten. There's
Look at the
K-E-N.
Rare would be like
kitten.
meow. That's
What are those plastic things that you put your groceries in?
bags. What plastic things?
Yeah, you were right.
Grocery bags.
Everybody around here calls them bags.
Bags.
Like, put it in the bag.
Bags.
Bagels.
Bagel. Yeah. Bagels. No, I've heard that, but it's like or jeans. What are those? Starts with a P.
Pants.
Mm-hmm.
What are they?
What was that?
Pants.
Pants.
Where are you from?
Pants. I'm from California.
All right, you're in Ohio now.
I was born and raised in California.
You're in Ohio
My sister
now,
picked
though.
up the accent when we first moved here, like within months.
What are they?
Yeah.
They're pants.
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 Then I say pants.
With like an E in it. It's you guys like to say like pants. Like I'm over exaggerating that, but it's like pants.
Yeah, pants.
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 Look.
P-A, pants.
I blame our teachers in school because that's how they
No,
taught us.
I
to
blame the
speak.
school districts.
No, it's just-
I blame the school.
It's a local accent. It's a regional accent just like anything else. It's a Midwestern accent mixed with a little bit of West Virginia.
It is. You know what? You're right.
Yeah.
'Cause when I be talking to strangers sometimes on the phone when I'm at work,
Mhm.
they be like, "You sound like you from down south." And I'm like, "I'm not from down south."
Yeah. Well, yeah,
They said I got a southern accent.
there's some West Virginian influence and Tennessee
Yeah.
influence and stuff like that in the Ohio accent. It's different than like the northern like Midwest like Wisconsin and stuff like that where
Minnesota.
yeah,
Yeah.
like stuff like that. And
Minnesota.
it's different than PA, even though I don't think PA is considered Midwest. think
I guess I don't really even think about it. I'm just bad with.
Right.
Well, I've always had a speech impediment. I can't say my R's,
Yeah, but
so.
we don't think
Yeah.
about that when we talking though, because it sounds.
Well, I
normal,
don't think about my speech impediment. Well, I always think about my
That
speech
sounds
impediment
normal.
when I talk.
You know.
It just sounds like
you're.
you're trying to rap when you keep my speech impediment, my speech impediment, my speech impediment.
No, I mean, I just.
See,
No,
this
it
is-
was,
I
it was
couldn't-
good. I'm saying it was really cool cadence
What-
the way you said it. I liked it.
What sucked was, my last name is Greer,
Uh-huh.
and I couldn't say my R, so I would say Greer, like Greer,
Right.
or like Ron, or
No, No, I mean
Pak the Kav and Javiad. What the fuck?
that's an accent.
Damn. You ever been to Boston?
I've been in Boston for about 5 minutes in a connecting flight.
Oh, Boston's
But-
pretty cool. I like Boston.
Yeah,
That's like the
drank
farthest.
some Boston lager once.
Yeah.
Some Sam Adams.
You know, it's weird that you bring this up. I was going to pick up some Dos Equis, but then I started thinking about how much beer. We're trying to do 2 episodes tonight, but I was thinking about how much. What am I not supposed to say?
We're supposed to leave that. Just yeah, we're doing an episode.
We're trying to do 2 episodes every time now.
We're just gonna
Well, not every time.
Every time.
we're just gonna leave more stuff for Troy to edit.
Yeah, it gives me longer to edit without missing deadlines, and also if some life happens, then we don't
We can cut
skip
that out.
weeks.
Right. That's
Welcome back.
just
It's
saying.
in now. It's
We're
in
gonna have
now.
more
No,
stuff
no.
to edit.
Now we don't
I
edit at
control-
all.
I control this.
Yeah. use that
Now we don't
AI.
edit
This
at
is the
all.
real
Oh,
AI.
we edit. I still have to edit stuff. I have to.
This is
Do you
the
guys
AI.
you guys don't watch Joe Rogan?
Oh,
I watch
nah,
clips of
well,
Rogan.
yeah,
So
I
like
know
they
that,
do
yeah.
so like they do it's him, Shane Gillis, Mark, and then what's his fucking name? I forget, but it's called Save Our Parks. They do like 4 hours, but they do it like once a quarter or whatever. It's funny as fuck. And
Then they just chop it down into 30 minutes.
no, they do. Yeah, no, they do 4 hours and they talk for 4 hours. But I mean, it's just like 4 comedians, just like fucking Ar Shafir. They
Yeah, all right.
he just put out a new special called Jew on YouTube. Check it out. It's funny as fuck.
Roseanne Barr just put out a special.
Well, yeah, she's supposed to be doing Kill Tony.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you watch Kill Tony or listen to it, but shit's funny as fuck.
No, it's just crazy.
She lives in Texas. She used to live in Hawaii.
Of course she lives in
How much money do you think she got off of Old Dude, or vice versa? Wasn't she
of-
married to what's his face?
Tom Arnold.
Yeah.
Tom Arnold.
What's up, Ohio?
I can't. It's around you. It rubs off, man. I swear.
Yeah, but mine's like I actually have a speech impediment. You know what I mean?
I know, and I empathize with you, and that's why it
It's
comes out.
fucking
in me.
sucks.
No. I don't know how. I don't feel like he was loaded.
I
when
mean, they were
together.
like a big power couple.
Yeah.
You know, in the early '80s,
Yeah.
late '80s, early '90s, or early '90s. was it?
Roseanne came on.
I mean,
in
they
the
had to be doing
90s.
so much coke though.
Yeah.
They had to be doing so
Absolutely.
much drugs.
Look at who
Said
she
in
was
the
married
90s?
to. He was like the poster child of drugs. He was like he was like Robert Downey Jr. Like worse.
Yeah.
So
Coke inspires you.
I walked in and I walked.
Well, we can talk about Coke, but we can't talk about the side effects.
Well, I walked in today and Javal had
post nasal drip.
You about to say something crazy? Why?
what? No, you
Go ahead
had
and say
you
it.
had fucking
Go ahead and say it.
He had a mirror.
He's always saying
And he-
something
No.
crazy.
he had fucking what's the movie called? Scarface.
Scarface.
is what was
Jenks,
just
you owe
on
me a Coke.
TV.
Okay, whatever.
Jenks, you owe me a line. I mean, Coke.
Right.
Say, oh, I thought that's what we were talking about with Owen Coke.
Yeah.
All right.
Jenks, you owe me a line. That's
We
gonna
watched the Scarface.
be that's gonna be my new thing.
Fly, pelican.
And then we started talking about blow, and he's like, "I can't feel my face." And then everyone's
You
like,
said that.
"This
I
is
said
Pee Wee.
blow, and you
This
said,
is
"I
Pee
can't
Wee
feel my
Herman."
face."
Like, yeah, this is him as not the character that he's
Yeah,
portrayed
dog.
over.
It all boils back to one thing.
No, but I mean,
Yeah.
that is. I mean, the movie's crazy. Blow's crazy.
Yeah, both of the movies are crazy.
Yeah.
Fucking, you got what's that? What's that one with Nicolas Cage? War Dog or Dog of War?
Lord of War.
Lord of War.
Yeah, Lords of War or whatever.
And then
yeah, where he's a gun runner.
what's his brother?
Yeah, he just got released because that was based on a real guy. He got released. From
Yeah,
prison.
Yeah.
fucking Jared Leto is his brother.
What?
Jared Leto?
It's whose brother?
What?
Maybe not Jared Leto.
What?
What's the guy from what's the lead singer of 30 Seconds to Mars?
Oh
I don't know.
shit! Not Jared Leto.
Jared Leto's a comedian.
He's an actor that did the Joker in like the most recent one with all the face hats and shit.
Yeah, that's the brother. And War of War?
Lord of War.
Lord of War.
That's the
No.
brother. Nah,
Oh,
dog.
is it? It might be.
It
Wait,
is.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were talking about Nicolas Cage's brother in real life. And I'm
No.
Like, what the fuck?
No,
It's
dude.
not his brother?
No.
I was so confused.
What a weird
apologize.
fucking.
Yeah, when they're from like Odessa.
I know what I was saying in my head.
Yeah, we didn't. Comment down below if you actually were following that.
I literally just had someone be like, "What the? I don't understand what's going on in your head," and I'm like, "What, dude? It's like it's crazy up there.
I have ADHD.
It's
I-
nuts."
I will start conversations in the middle of a thought, and Elena will just look at me like,
Well, it's
can you start at the beginning, please?
this
'Cause
is
I
what's
wasn't
so
there for
hard
the
about
first
having a
half.
podcast and being me. It's like there's so many things, and then you're talking, and I'm like, dude, I can talk about this right now.
Mhm.
Listen.
No,
You know?
I'm the same way because I'm trying to fight myself from interrupting and being like, I have a segue to something real quick. Stop what you're talking about.
You ever see a midget porn?
Yeah, and then you check out and you stop listening to what they're saying
Yeah,
because you're focused on what you want to
100%,
say. and then you're
100%,
like-
yes.
You look at them and you're like, oh yeah, they're still talking.
They're
Shit,
still-
what were they just saying? Yeah, man. I just, yeah.
But anyways,
So
Amazon
anyways.
Prime.
I hate Amazon.
And then you got
They have
Javal
so
just
much of my
fucking
money.
texting.
I know,
Put your
he's
phone
just-
away.
Well,
We are entertaining people right now.
He's trying to get entertained later. I mean,
Jesus criminy, man.
you're entertaining.
I'm gonna put your phone in a
We're
fucking
entertaining talking
lockbox.
about, Nicolas Cage's brother.
No, not his actual brother.
you know who his actual uncle is?
No,
Francis Ford Coppola.
I don't even know who that is. Ford, is that the Ford guy?
Look, see what I'm saying?
People who know cinema are crying right now.
Who is it?
Francis
I'm
Ford
terrible
Coppola.
with names.
He is like one of the most premier directors of all time.
Snore.
He's like Spielberg. Nah, way better.
I don't know. I don't care. Did he make good movies?
Yes.
What movies?
Ah, fuck.
That-
I knew you were gonna ask that.
Yeah.
I can't think of any else.
People in cinema
They're all
are
like-
crying
They're-
right now.
They're classic. No, they are. They are because you remember that whole thing about your.
So Javal said something about Johnny Depp dating his lawyer. Is that true?
It's kind
Javal.
it's kind of looking
I mean-
like they're doing something on the side. They're doing something on the side.
I don't know.
Is he really
You
on the
following
side?
white
The
people
case
too?
is
over?
over with. The case is over with.
I don't know why you're
Trial's
following white
over
people
with.
so close.
Trial's over with. So why are they still hanging around each other? Something's going on.
Why did they call it G Unit?
Cause they.
Gangster unit.
Is that what it was?
I
I
don't know.
follow everybody.
That's what I thought it was.
That's what I always thought of. They're a bunch of G's. I don't know.
Seventh?
Yeah, Seventh Heaven.
No.
We're gonna loop this back around to like
No.
3 episodes ago.
Yeah. I was talking about Seven Heaven.
Step by step.
No, seventh. The seventh letter of the alphabet is G.
Okay.
So why they didn't call him Seventh Unit?
Because G unit sounds
G
gangster.
Unit sounds a lot better.
Oh god, I'm fucking running out of shit.
Why did Eminem call himself Eminem and not like Reese Cup?
Marshall Matters.
Right.
There's that speech impediment. I'm telling you, man, it's terrible.
Marshmallows. Yeah.
Marshall
Why
Mathers.
did he call himself
Math-
Eminem? Because
Yeah.
he did a lot of drugs.
No, because
No.
his initials are M and M.
Yeah, Eminem.
MM.
But he didn't want to be.
Right,
he didn't
right,
want to be
right.
labeled as M&M. He wanted to spell it out as
Right.
Eminem.
Eminem. Not Eminem, man.
There's no T in there.
Eminem.
Throw a T in there.
It's because he was living in Detroit and stuff, so he had that Midwestern accent, and they said Eminem.
There's no D.
Ain't no D, right?
You don't get D.
I'm gonna leave that one. I'm gonna leave that one on the table. Ah.
You know, he is a funny guy though.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he is pretty like comical.
Mhm.
Like he did the whole like Grammys thing, and then the one dude that does the Dictator, and
Sacha Baron Cohen.
yeah, he flipped upside down and
It was
teabagged him.
It was after Bruno. When
Yeah.
he was in character as Bruno
Yeah.
coming down, and then he was like, "Oh, what the fuck?" and trying to play like he was pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think another funny thing that was it was choreograted or what word
Choreographed.
choreographed.
Yeah.
It was
Gotcha.
why a song is like get him to the Grammys so Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera can.
Switch me chairs so I can sit next to Carson.
But he
Daly
was
and
sitting in
Brett
front. He was sitting in the middle. Or they gave him the Grammy or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, did you see his acceptance?
I know, dude. It's terrible.
I don't know, man.
It's terrible, man.
His acceptance speech
No.
for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
No, was it good?
Yeah, it was insane, and the performances were awesome. He did.
How long ago was this?
He did the Dream On part with Steven Tyler actually singing it. And
Yep.
shit. When was the induction? Like November or something?
I'll have to check that out.
Last year. It's pretty awesome. But he goes through like Dre presents like it to him at the end, and he goes through this giant stack of papers about all his influences, and he goes A to Z with them, like just keeps flipping papers. He's like, I'm halfway done. Like, keep going. I'm halfway done. Like, shout out to like LL Cool J and Queen Latifah who were in the crowd and shit, and like craziness. Like, he listed so many people, but he just seems like a really cool dude.
Yeah, his fucking house got shot up. That was weird.
I didn't know
I
that.
didn't hear about that.
Not shot up. I guess it got broken into. Or did it
His
get shot
old
up?
house that he used to live in.
His mansion or whatever.
I
When
don't
did
know.
this happen?
I don't know. We'd have to look it up.
I could see it happening though.
Yeah.
I mean, famous
Oh
people.
yeah, hell yeah. Anybody that's rich, yeah. I mean, they houses, mansions get broken to whenever they get a chance to break into one.
Not even rich, but it's just famous. Somebody who
Yeah,
is
I mean,
infamous.
Yeah.
Right.
What's
Because
crazy
people
are
think they know them.
you got people out here wearing these like expensive ass watches and shit like that, and people just get fucking they get pulled up on fucking their watches get stolen,
Mhm.
and that's like 20,000-30,000 just fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get they have to have insurance on that shit.
Of course they do.
I mean,
man.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
they
got
probably don't
insurance.
own it either. It's probably leased out to them.
Yeah, a lot of them
And
lease
I
it,
don't know,
too.
man.
They
I
Some
mean,
of them
it,
own
and
it,
they
some
lease
of
it.
them lease it, you know.
Yeah, and if they buy it or lease it, I guarantee it's through an LLC. Like they have some business corporation that has insurance on it that can just go under
yeah,
if they need to.
man.
But I mean,
it's crazy.
who was it?
You see that happen with a lot of rappers getting their jewelry stolen, but
Well,
they
that
got
remember
insurance, though.
wasn't the Kardashians? They were they were held up or something like that, or one of the Kardashians.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep, that did happen.
There was an old, who was it? It was an old like hip hop artist or somebody, I don't remember. But they talked about how they always kept jewelry on them. Like they wore like gold chains and shit like that, and they didn't keep cash on them because cops will seize the cash and they'll
Yeah.
confiscate it and take
Mhm.
it.
Yeah.
But they can't confiscate your belongings and shit like that. So then they would use the jewelry as enough to bail themselves out of jail as collateral and shit like that. So they wore like a gold chain to get themselves out of jail if they ever got busted. I think it might have been
That's
like
so
an old
crazy.
pimp or something was talking about that. shit.
PIMP. That ain't a pimp. That ain't a limp. That's a pimp. Fucking stupid. But
I don't know what you heard about me.
yeah, I don't know. But all right, I gotta pee. You wanna keep going or
Where we
call
at?
it?
How many minutes? Where we at?
We're about 10
Oh,
minutes.
this is show. It's 43 minutes. Show over. With.
It's not actually 43 minutes.
Yeah, we're about 10
because
minutes.
You're
What is that?
Don't worry about that, bro. It's my gun.
Jesus
Just in
Christ.
case somebody try to harm us.
yeah. Uh-huh. No, take 5
License.
minutes off of that and that's how long we're going.
License,
So
license.
I mean, we're fine to
Yeah, I think
to
we can
call
call.
it there.
Yeah, I think
So-
we're good. All right, guys, thanks for joining us.
like, subscribe, comment.
I'm Joe.
Javal.
Oh wait, that's
This dude. Why'd you do that at the beginning of the show?
We
Why would you
take a
do that at
break
the end?
and-
I don't like starting like that.
Javal,
You
he-
want to do it at
Javal.
the end, though.
He did it on purpose. It's
Yeah, yeah. I was just
he
joking.
absolutely planned that one out in his head 20
I
minutes
bet
ago.
Out of
I
all-
s-
all
I
the
saw it
everything
happen.
He could have planned. He
I
ain't
s-
playing nothing else except for that one little
He's
scene.
been thinking about that.
Well,
for
remember
half of this
remember last
episode.
episode? I started that timer, and Troy was like, "Yeah, fucking start that timer,
Yeah, you
fucking
do it.
loser." All right, love you guys.
All right,
Peace out.